Hello, this is Builder Shed here, and today we are finally taking a look at XeroLinux, or XeroLinux, whatever you want to call it. Pronounce it XeroLinux, whatever. So, XeroLinux is a descendant of ArcoLinux, as per se, I guess, which is in of itself a descendant of ArchLinux. So, yeah, and as you're about to see once I press enter on this, which is going to boot us straight to the installer. Yep. Already you can tell it's a fork. I don't know why it's slower. It's a good question, actually. Why is it slower than usual? But yeah. Now we got a little KDE mouse right here. I don't know why. KDE just does not like VirtIO graphics. But yeah, so now here it finally says, welcome to XeroLinux. This will help you get started and stuff, so yeah. Start XeroLinux Installer, update Arch Mirror List, launch Partition Manager. You got some stuff you can do here. Let's got some other stuff. Well, for one, so right here, this seems to be designed right now to be more of a, like the ISO itself designed at the start to really be good for installing. Well, to be for system maintenance too, so yep. So let's look for our boy, aka just something known as good old settings. System settings. What the heck? But yeah, and let's go down to display monitor and get this resolution fixed, because this resolution is not good for this monitor. Oh boy. Well, Fortnite developers do be Fortnite developers, I guess. But yeah. And so now that's good. So this is what it looks like. We got latte dock at the bottom. We got updates, blah 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 here. This is ISO, so yeah. So right already we got our wobble man. We got our wobble windows. We got our planet in the background. Our this and to be honest, it kind of looks a bit girly right here. But again, I'm gonna be honest here. Most men really don't. Like, unlike when we were younger, we don't really give as much of a crap anymore. I would just see this and like, yeah, I'm just gonna change it. Doesn't mean you're gonna see us play with Barbies. That's not gonna. You're not gonna see that. And I don't want. I'm not starting a flame war. Okay, you start some flame war, I'm kicking your rears out in the comments. Okay. I don't give a crap that this is the 6th month of the year. I don't care. We're not starting a flame war over blah 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 in the comments. Just start the installer, okay? Jeez. Maybe I should start my own political channel or something. I swear, if I'm going to go on tangents telling people not to start flame wars in comments. But yeah. So here, for one, I could tell it uses Calamaris. That's off the bat. I've seen this plenty of times, but yeah. Welcome to the XeroLinux Installer. This program will ask you some questions and set up XeroLinux on your computer. And of course, it's welcome, fellow Linux nerds. Okay. Cancel the current installation? No. Got a little confused right there. So, here we got the essentials. Required immutable. XeroLinux tool. We keep that on here. Linux headers. CPU's microcode. IGPU, blah blah blah. Network device tools. I think we're pretty good. Various drivers, hardware tweaking tools. Let's just get all this stuff on here. And I think we're good now, actually. So, and someone's going to need this. And select these two, which Of course, you would need. Of course, it's automatically detecting my time zone. Don't know what's using that information for. Oh, I cannot forget about my trusty keyboard layout. Yes, I want to nuke the disk. Call me Kim Jong-un, please. And then, so for partition, probably go over this, probably gone over but a bunch of times, but yeah. If you got another operating system on here, you want to dual boot it, it may give you another option. I'm not sure about that one, but you may want to go manual partitioning. It's not as scary if you know what the heck you're doing exactly, okay? I should maybe make a video dedicated to how to partition crap properly, okay? But yeah. What's my name? Builder Shed. Blah, blah, blah. What's the name of my computer? XeroLinux. All that. Password. Use same password for administrator account. Good. Now as our overview, it's actually quite good. Let's click install. XeroLinux is installing. See what's happening? Click the green button below. Now you get your output, but yeah. I'm actually so for liking it. So I'll be back when this is done installing. Be there in a bit. Be back in a bit, fellas. Geez, why do I keep forgetting about this one step? Hold on. The rating. So for the ease of installation, it's not that hard. I've seen this type of install many times, though. I mean, the only one that's probably going to get in some people's face is the essentials part, but even then, that should be much of a problem for anyone. I'm going to have to go with probably just a drop of 5 right here. So, yep, we're going to write that. Yeah. I'll be back when the installation is done, peeps. Right now it's at 8%. I'll be right back, peeps. So I'm back, and off the bat, we already got ourselves a cool looking custom grub screen. Don't know why they couldn't do this in the ISO, but yep. I used this before, but well, there's grub screen before, but yeah. So let's press enter and boot it up. Looks like it does not use ext4. And wow, this boot is doing actually went by quite fast. So, yep. Now, automatically pick my user. Let me just put in my password. And that's what I don't like about SDDM. It just, even though it's extremely customizable, I find that most people's templates just don't even do the thing properly. It just makes me go like, what? So first thing we have our Xero configuration tool. That popped open. Let's go into Rices and watch Rice Switcher. Oh. We can take a look at the Rices later. And for anyone that doesn't know what a Rice is when it comes to Linux, Ricing on Linux is basically make your desktop look all sexy and stuff, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. For one, I gotta go back into my little settings menu. Get this sorted out, which will be down in display. Monitor, set that to 1080, as I am not rich enough to afford a 4K monitor. nor do I even make any ad revenue off of these, because always a bad few gotta ruin things for the rest of us, okay? But yeah. So, for one, so down at the dock, we have Dolphin that automatically starts up when you click on it. Alright, this KDE theme is actually very beautiful. I love it. The full thing's blurred. Even under here you got, I'm not sure if this is intentional or not. Hold on. Oh! Now that's awesome. They forked my boy Neofetch. Holy. Here we got the logo right here. So yeah. Got some other stuff. So yeah, it's only taking up like 10 gigs on our hard drive, so not on the hard drive. Well, yeah, you could say that on the virtual hard drive. So now we also got Firefox down here, Quantum Manager, which also looks nice. Uses LAN. The others also exist. Got our little terminal right here, which we just opened, I think. Yes, it uses Bash. System settings. Blah, blah, blah. It's just standard KDE settings. Got disks. Is this GNOME disks? Let me guess. It is. And then Grub Customizer. Just type that in. And yup, here's Grub Customizer. So yeah. So first, we have an option to update our system. Dang it, already just did that during the install, so I think we're good. Let's got. Hold on. So here we have a common issue fixer tool. These fixes have been applied to the ISO, blah blah blah, from 2022 onwards. Yep. So these are good. Wayland session. Let's just enable that. Just get that on here. What the heck is this fork of Pac-Man they're using? Yeah, oh, yeah. You also got apply Arch GPG keys fix. It's common prompt with Arch, but it's usually easily fixable just by typing in sudo. It happens sometimes when updating or installing packages. All you just need to do is you need to, well, go in and you need to basically just type in sudo space pacman space -s space and then ArcoLinux keyring, I think it is. Basically, you just gotta reinstall it. And then you could try again, and it will definitely work. So there's nothing wrong with doing that. So, yep. Self-logged in. We also got some other tools in here. We also got the XeroLinux App Installer, which requires to type in password. So we got post-install app installer, Android tools. We can get that. So yeah, we can get bottles, Lutris, blah blah blah, good stuff. Wine all in one. So yeah, it's actually a pretty dang cool utility they got right here. But yeah, also got various system configs. We got shell configuration. Let's switch to that. So yeah, while it does its thing, let's just click back on that. Enable some other things. We can update those. We can install and configure Samba or enable the firewall. I'm not screwing with those. Then we got the rices we can screw with them. Like I said, I think I already defined a rice for y'all earlier. Not something hard to define. Anyway, so yep. We got our XeroLinux rices. We got this one. We got the mountain rice. We got the latest, the Lion, the Nord, the sweet. We also got the Draco rice. So which KDE rice we going with? I'm gonna go with the Draco rice. Or not. I'd go with the Draco rice, okay. Yep, now it says log out and log back in. Not yet. So let's launch our rice switcher. So right now it's cherry enabled, but blah blah blah. Yeah. Let's switch to Draco. 26 cancel with Control C. I haven't even done anything yet much, so we're good. So yep, now we're just waiting and typing password. Now it's receiving objects, and so I'm back and the rice has been applied. So yeah, it even affects the grub theme. I don't know why the KDE pointer is still on here, but yep. So yeah, now it just says welcome to the DAF Linux dear user. Let's just press enter on XeroLinux. Just wait for it to boot up. Now it's in this menu. Password gets typed in. Yada yada yada. So now I'm in, new wallpaper, all that stuff. So yeah, here's Dracula for you. You have a calculator over here. Got some stuff over here. Got your app launcher over here. You got the whole collection, baby. So we also got some other utilities on here. So got YAD. I don't know what YAD is, but yep. But golly, how long is this one gonna last? Oh, that's a configuration tool. Oh. It's got some other stuff. We got what's Solar. Got Firefox, of course, and you got the whole collection, so yeah. It's got System D Manager. What's this? Oh, so this is actually quite cool. It's just more of a graphic way of dealing with services. So we even got some other stuff, so yeah. Check some of the themes. Yeah, this theme for this one. Now what terminal? Here's terminal right here. Fetching get status. I don't know. So here it is right now. So let's just do a sudo pacman-syyu. Let's see what kind of, for one, repositories we got enabled on here for one. Got multi-lib, XeroLinux repo, NVIDIA repos. We got the. So yeah. The only G-test, the only thing we need to update, so you know what, screw it, we can just apply it. It's quite a cool fork, to be honest. So yeah. Does it have yay by default? Yes. Okay. So we're good right now, and so yeah. So now it's time to get their other reviewings in. Stability, coming with Arch, I'd say usually Arch-based distros are usually just as stable as Arch. I'd say this one's just as stable as Arch, to be honest. I have not seen this break easily. I'll just drop a 5 in there. Repository size, I think you all know it's a 5. Speed, It's actually quite fast. And extra, we all know that. I don't consider there being much of a problem for daily use. It's not hard to get much on here. A lot of your stuff's already set up on here, so there's not much in your way. Now we know we can do the math on this one. Okay, what's 5 plus 5 plus 5? Whoa, 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. No, that calculator's stoned. Whip out the calculator. Equals 10. Plus 5 equals 15. Plus another one equals 20. Divided by 2.5, geez. Plus 1. Hold on. You little screwy here. Kept the FreeBSD ratings. Actually, don't divide the total by yeah, don't divide the total by 2. Hold on. I'm going to have to redo these ratings. Golly. 2.0. Now just divide U by 2. So this one's at 10.5 out of 10. You just breached. You just breached that boy. This has been Builder Shed. Well, well, well. So I finally found out the missing rating category. And it was ease of use. And for the evidence for that one, I'm going to pull up YouTube Studio. I've already, for example, I've just updated the FreeBSD rating right here. So now it's 7.2. When I go to Nitrix, I already had this, so I completely forgot about the ease of use part, so yeah. So I'm going to update my little template here, but for XeroLinux, well, I'm going to put for ease of use, I'm going to put 4.5 because overall Arch for ease of use, after you get it installed, it's pretty easy to use. It's not much you need it, not hard to set it up. Xorg isn't even hard to set up at all. All you just need to do is install Xorg GNOME and then enable the GNOME, enable GDMs, which is just sudo systemctl space enable space GDM. Press enter, type in your password, blah blah blah. Press enter again, and then reboot, and then it's full setup. You're good. XeroLinux, and at that point, I'd probably put it at 4 because there are parts that Ubuntu kicks its rear at. But when it comes to XeroLinux comes with some utilities to make that a bit easier, so I put that as at 4.5. It's not Ubuntu. but it's easier to use an Arch. I'll put it that way. I'll write that and end of this little part. Ah, crap. Am I the only one that hates forgetting to actually fix this one? Hold on. Let me fix this one, and yeah, then we're good. All right, the calculator again. So, yep. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 4.5. Plus 1 plus 0. Because 25.5. Slice that in half by 2.5. Then we get 10.2. Now the highest that distro can get now is, well, 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Plus 1. Well, by 2. 4.5, and that would get you 10.4. So 10.4 is new high. So this one's pretty high up there. Yeah. This is Bill Shed here. Hope to see y'all next time. Actually, for real this time. See ya.